The div tag element in HTML. The div tag element is by default a block element, meaning that it takes all available width, and comes with line breaks before and after. The div element has no required attributes, but style, class and id are common. Div tag element as a container. The div tag element is often used to group sections of a web page together. Center align a div tag element. If you have a div element that is not 100% wide, and you want to center align it, set the CSS margin property to auto. Multiple div tag elements. You can have many div tag containers on the same page. Aligning div tag elements side by side. When building web pages, you often want to have two or more div tag elements side by side, like this. There are different methods for aligning elements side by side, all include some CSS styling. We will look at the most common methods. Float. The CSS float property was not originally meant to align less than div greater than elements side by side, but has been used for this purpose for many years. The CSS float property is used for positioning and formatting content and allow elements float next to each other instead of on top of each other. Inline block. If you change the div tag element's display property from block to inline block, the div tag elements will no longer add a line break before and after, and will be displayed side by side instead of on top of each other. Flex. The CSS Flexbox layout module was introduced to make it easier to design flexible responsive layout structure without using float or positioning. To make the CSS Flex method work, surround the div tag elements with another div tag element and give it the status as a flex container. Grid. The CSS Grid layout module offers a grid-based layout system, with rows and columns, making it easier to design web pages without having to use floats and positioning. Sounds almost the same as Flex, but has the ability to define more than one row and position each row individually. The CSS Grid method requires that you surround the div tag elements with another div tag element and give the status as a grid container, and you must specify the width of each column. Thanks for watching. For more informative videos, please subscribe our channel Web AI 360.